Okay, we're here with Scott Kent, the president of Lion Fight Promotions. And in the main event, Joe Schilling fought Eddie Walker, an astonishing second-round knockout by Walker. You know, Schilling, he's got a lot of presence. You know, he's got a big following, a fan following. Did you think that Schilling was by far going to win that fight, and were you just caught totally off guard with Walker's knockout?
You know, people asked me that before the fight, and we described Eddie Walker as having a Rocky's chance. You know, he was a puncher, he's a heavy-handed guy. In watching the fight, it looked like Joe had hurt him a couple times. He knocked him down in the first round, and I think Joe probably got a little careless and went after him and really tried to put him down. So I think, yeah, I was stunned when I saw it. The combination that knocked him out. I think everybody in the arena was stunned with what happened.
Now, you know, Eddie Walker knocks out Joe Schilling. Simon Marcus defeated Joe Schilling twice. Any chance we're going to see that fight, Eddie Walker versus Simon Marcus now?
You know, I've got to sit down with Christine and let the dust settle and see what happens. I just met with Joe, and he obviously wants a rematch tomorrow. So we're going to have to kind of figure out what makes sense for everybody in planning out our next several fights.
Now, you know, Lion Fight, big strides for Muay Thai here in America in the last 2 years. What do you guys have planned for the future? Anything you could talk about?
You know, we've been talking to a number of different companies and groups that are interested in what we're doing, and since we've established ourselves, you know, and especially seeing the product like they saw tonight. I mean, once you see that, you're a huge fan. And I talked to so many people tonight at the event that were just blown away by not just the Schilling fight, but all of the fights. So we were looking at probably bringing in some more major international fighters, some guys from Thailand, and continue our mission really of developing American fighters and bridge that gap in talent between the Americans and the rest of the world.
Now, last time we spoke to you, you said that we asked you what fight, if you could have any fight you'd want. You said Marcus versus Schilling. Being that already happened, if you could have any other fight, what would it be?
Boy, I'm going to have to think about that. I mean, there's so many great fights out there. You know, we've got some great Thai fights. Thai fighters that want to come and fight on our show. Some big names that we're thrilled to, you know, we're really humbled by the fact that they've contacted us and want to fight for us in the U.S. But, you know, again, I think there's a number of great fights out there with American fighters. Gregory Choplin is an amazing fighter. Joe Baltellini, I thought he represented himself with his experience extremely well. And Gregory even mentioned, he goes, I had no idea this guy was that strong. Very heavy-handed. And I think he's another guy that's got a huge upside. So there's a number of people we're looking at.
Yeah, I was very impressed with Choplin's performance tonight. I mean, is this a guy that he's extremely talented, he's very experienced. I mean, he defeated Chaz Mulkey by majority decision, and he just defeated a young, undefeated fighter like Valtellini. Do you think that this is a guy that, you know, maybe bringing in a Thai fighter would be a great match in the future?
Yeah, and I think, you know, one of the things he was talking about was finding a guy his size. It's tough finding Thais his size that'll come in and fight him. But I think that's something that we're certainly going to look at. Gregory's reputation is one of the top fighters in the world. He's fought everybody. So to have him on our card brings a lot of credibility internationally, and I think that's certainly somebody that we want to bring back. And we'll sit down with Christine and figure out who makes the most sense.
Now, is there any dates set for the next Lion Fight yet?
Tentatively, it'll be the third week in January, but I don't have a contract yet, and it's something that, so we've got a few balls in motion right now, and as soon as we can pin that down in the next 30 days, we'll have some announcements.
We look forward to that event then, Scott. I mean, everything you've put on has been, you know, stellar and helped Muay Thai in America go in the right direction, so we look forward, you know, to continued years of success for Lion Fight. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.